Hello, sweet nature vibes here, and in this video, I will tell you practically everything you need to know about the kestrel. Kestrels are a small but widespread member of the falcon family. They are also known as European, Eurasian, or Old World kestrels, and we just call them kestrels in the UK. They can be found throughout most of Europe, North, and Central Africa, and many Asian countries as far east as Japan. They do not migrate in the UK, but in regions of their range, they will travel south for the winter when temperatures drop. They have wingspans ranging from 65 to 80 centimeters and weigh 135 and 315 grams. Because females are heavier than males, there is a notable gap between their highest and lowest weights. They also have distinct plumage patterns. Males have gray heads and a chestnut brown back that has molted. The tails are similarly gray with a black stripe at the tip. Females lack the characteristic gray markings and are mottled brown on most of their bodies, except their tails, which have dark bars across them. Both have yellow feet, hooked beaks, and huge eyes with a narrow yellow rim. Juveniles resemble females, but their feathers have a more streaked pattern. Kestrels hunt in open environments and are commonly seen around farms, meadows, heaths, and marshland habitats. They are also frequent near roadside grassy verges, where they can find plenty of prey. They eat mostly small mammals like voles, mice, and shrews, but they will also eat tiny birds, reptiles, amphibians, and even invertebrates like worms and beetles. They frequently fly on the spot to find their prey, facing into and flying at the same speed as the wind or scanning the area below. They are thought to be able to see in the UV light range, which implies they may be able to detect small mammal pea trails even when the creatures themselves are out of sight. They can even hunt from a stationary perch. This requires less energy, but it is also less likely to succeed. Each kestrel requires 4 to 8 vole-sized meals daily to survive, and they will occasionally catch, kill, and stockpile prey for later use. Kestrels are primarily monogamous and can begin breeding at 1 year of age, though it usually takes until their second year to secure a mate and territory. Once they have both, they will start looking for nesting locations, normally in tree hollows or rock crevices. However, they will also nest on building ledges, in ancient crow nests, and in specifically designed kestrel nesting boxes. From late April through the middle of May, each female will lay between 3 and 6 speckled orange eggs measuring little about 4 millimeters long. These are deposited at 2-day intervals but will only be laid if the female is well fed, which means that in seasons when food is scarce, some kestrel pairs will fail to reproduce. The eggs hatch in 27 to 29 days and are incubated by both parents beginning with the 3rd or 4th egg placed. The chicks are first covered in a covering of white down. They cannot regulate their body temperature. Therefore, their mother constantly broods over them, while the male brings a ready food supply. The chicks are large and feathered enough to be left alone after 12 days, at which point both parents take over feeding tasks. The young birds will be fully feathered by 4 weeks of age and begin branching out and away from the nest, often returning to roost there nightly. Their parents will continue to feed them while they learn to search and hunt prey independently, and the young birds will be entirely independent after 4 weeks. Following this, the children leave their parents' area, but the first year is difficult. Less than 1 in every 3 of them survive to 1 year of age, with many of the children dying of malnutrition. Each kestrel pair only nests once a year, often returning to the same nesting place for multiple breeding seasons. Overall, kestrel populations are constant. However, they have dropped in the United Kingdom during the last 25 years. The specific cause of this drop is unknown, although it is thought to be a mix of a lack of prey due to changes in farming techniques and a lack of good nesting locations. There are currently approximately 31,000 pairs of kestrels in the country, with an average lifespan of 4 years. They have been reported to live in captivity for up to 24 years, while the oldest known wild bird lived just shy of 16. If you liked this video and learned something new, and if you like it, You should subscribe for more. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you next time.